Hi everyone, Annette Kessler here with the new card in the 12 Cards of Christmas series, and today we are making a floating gatefold card. You have all the measurements in the description under the video. You can go ahead, grab the link, download all the instructions and the cutting guide, cut all the shapes and follow along to make this card. It's free, you can go ahead and download it. So we're going to start with our first large base and score it at 2 1/8 of an inch on each side. So on the left side, flip it and then score again at 2 1/8 of an inch on the left side. This is going to create the gatefold for the card. So two doors closing together. This is a gatefold. Next, we have two strips of paper. We're going to score both of them at 1 inch, 2, and then 4 1/4. We're going to repeat that with the other strip of paper. This is going to be our mechanism for the floating squares that are going to be inside the card. So I'm going to show you how it will all work. Okay. This is going to be our mechanism. We're going to score the next strip of paper exactly the same way. We're going to score at 1, 2, and 4 1/4, like we did the first strip. Okay, that's all the scoring that we need. Next, we're going to cover the card before we attach the mechanism, because after we attach them it will be impossible to cover the card, so we need to do that first. I'm just aligning all the folds in the strips. It's very important they'll be straight. It's always good to burnish them with a bone folder. Make sure that the fold you're making is really crisp and sharp. That will make the mechanism work so much better. Okay, so let's bring in the card. So I have 4 panels of pattern paper that I'm going to cover the outside of the gatefold and then the inside of the gatefold. I made them all identical from the same piece of paper, but of course you can mix and match whatever pattern paper you have in your stash. It can also be a solid color paper if that's what you have. This is where you make the card your own with your own design of colors and patterns. Just align it with the edges and then cover the inside of the gatefold as well. So on the right side, and then I'm going to cover the left side, of course. Okay, once we have that, we'll be able to attach our mechanism to the card and then see how it works. Okay, so now you bring your 2 strips of paper. There is 1 panel on the left and then 2 panels on the right. You apply glue to the left side panel and then align it with the fold with the score line. Make sure that when you attach the square it will not be too high, and then close the left side of the card and then apply glue to the right panel. Fold it like this, lay it flat on the card, and then you have your first mechanism up and running. This is how it looks. Basically made a rectangle. So we're going to do the exact same thing on the bottom. Apply glue to the single panel align it with the fold line and then close the card, and then apply glue to the panel on the other side, fold it and lay it flat like this on the card. Close it, make sure it's working, and these two mechanisms is what going to create the floating effect. So now we have our squares. So I'm going to attach the cover papers to the squares, and here again you can leave them blank and write your message on them. You can add stickers, you can add pattern papers, you can add whatever you have in your stash. You can also write on the other parts of the card. That will be completely up to you where you want to write your message, or maybe you want to print it and then attach it to the card. You can do that also, and you can always write your message in the back of the card entirely. Okay, let's finish attaching the papers. Okay, so now we're going to attach the squares to our mechanisms like this. So what you need to do is apply glue to the front little rectangle tab, and then align the square with the top edge so it won't be sticking out, and then attach it like this, aligning it with the left side as well, and then attach the bottom square the exact same way. You need to align it with the first square to make sure that when you close the card they don't touch. So this one needs to go a little bit to the top, and this one needs to go a little bit to the bottom like this, and then your card is ready. Now we're going to make the front. I'm going to attach the cover paper to the front piece. Again, you can embellish the front any way you want. You can write your message on there. You can add stickers, pattern papers, whatever you want. And this is supposed to go here, so in order for us to be able to open it, we're going to apply glue only to one side, and then attach the front, aligning it with all the edges, and this way we'll be able to open it like this. And here are two floating squares. You can write here and here, or in the back side, or wherever you want. So I really hope you like this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video, so you won't miss anything, and you'll be able to make all the cards in the series. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.